My love wasn't enough. Just let me know so I can hold.
Last offseason, Russell Wilson found himself a new home in Denver. There was a lot of expectation. You know what I'm saying? He came out from Seattle. He brought him a championship, and he thought he was going to take that over to the Mile High City. Now, we all know Russell didn't get to cook as well as we thought he would. He ended up burning down the damn kitchen. But one of the big factors I thought that was a big reason behind that was his wide receiving core. Again, often injured, always out of games, missing it. Didn't help Russell in his first season at all. Now with new coach Sean Payton, looks like the Broncos are looking to excel and to move on from what they did last year and open up a new chapter. But gentlemen, let me ask you, Manny, I'll start off with you. Do you feel the expectation for Russell, is there an expectation for Russell to rebound from what he did last season? And do you think that, with this Broncos receiving core, are they able to make it through a season? Can you rely on them?
Cortland Sutton, I don't like. He's always just been up and down, like with the injuries. I don't know how much like we can get out of him with staying on the field. Judy, I think there's hope with Judy. Hamler, I don't know. He's the same. Like he's up and down. And then I know they picked up in the draft Marvin Mims Jr. He went to a really good situation. Like if you want to go be a good receiver with like a guy like Sean Payton, if Sean Payton drafts you, you have some type of talent, whether you're inconsistent or not, which he kind of was last year. But he went to a really good situation. And then to answer like your Russell Wilson question, I think Russell Wilson, he should definitely rebound because he has one of the most like prolific offensive coaches in NFL history with Sean Payton. Like if there's anyone that can fix him, outside of probably like Andy Reid, it has to be Sean Payton. He literally came out of retirement, or not retirement, but like he came out of his like 1 year kind of just space away from football to come do this. So I think this should show Russell Wilson that he should rebound. And the team is already set. I think it's just about Russell Wilson just carrying on and kind of going back to old Russ, or not even just old Russ, just playing good football.
All right, Dante, with some expectation for Russell Wilson to rebound with new head coach Sean Payton, do you think the Denver Broncos receiving core can be reliable this season?
I will be back.
Yes, I think they'll be more reliable this season. Injuries is one of those things, like you had said last week when we were talking about, several players, like Cooper Kupps of the world and stuff like that. The best ability is availability and things like that. But, I made a bold prediction last year, which I had to fess up, and I was totally wrong about. But also, is because he was battling injuries. It was Jerry Jeudy was going to have a good season too, and KJ Hamler went down again. Cortland Sutton was back and forth with injuries, and also it was Jerry Jeudy that was back and forth too. So, Javonte Williams getting injured needs to get mentioned too, because that passing game was very reliant on him doing really well, and they didn't have that 1-2 punch that him and Melvin Gordon were given for a couple years there. So, I don't know. I don't know if history is actually going to repeat itself with that or not. I think what you hope for Sean Payton is to make sure that you're designing play calls around not getting your players hurt. Naturally, people are going to get hurt. This is what it is, and with any contact sport. But the thing with Russell Wilson, he's going to need at least one consistent weapon. We got to be fair to him too in his situation as well. No matter how much we try to roast him and things like this for the year he had last year, but there's no denying that after Nathaniel Hackett left and he started to do better, that some of the blame had to be on Nathaniel Hackett's shoulders. But can it be more reliable this year? I think that's still up in the air. We don't know. But I think the real key here is Javonte Williams and Samaje Perine being on the same team together, and them helping out there and them helping open up that game. And we know how Sean Payton loves to use get his running backs into the receiving game as well. So that's only going to help with those checkdowns and stuff when people are getting, meshed up down the field and things like that. So hopefully it could be more reliable, but I think it gets a little easier this year with having a coach that actually knows what the hell he's doing too.
Yeah, that's going to help out a lot. But Sora, let me ask you. I just checked out the top 3 receivers. We have Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Tim Drake. Every single receiver is above 50% risk of being injured.
Tim Patrick, right?
Patrick, yeah.
Tim Patrick.
Yep.
Over 50% risk of being injured this season. Jerry Jeudy, the highest, at 85% risk of being injured. Now, let me ask you the question. Can the Denver Broncos, can they rely on their receiving core this year?
I'm gonna stick with everybody else. I don't really think they can. I don't think they can rely on the receiving core. I mean, again, you mentioned Jerry Jeudy. First of all, I know he's been on, which I think was shut down recently, but he has been on talks of being on the trade block before. Who knows if that continues on into the season? Cortland Sutton. Sometimes he's hot, sometimes he's not. And then again, also injury. Tim Patrick, unfortunately, suffered that, season-ending injury at the beginning. He is reliable. Marvin Mims, you're looking at as a rookie. KJ Hamler, he's played like 4 full games maybe, and then even after that, then you're just getting into full wide receiver 6s and practice body squats. Even looking at the tight ends, your number 1 is Greg Dulcich, who going into his second year but wasn't used much. You can say that was because of the system. But even then, the tight ends weren't really used much. We were relying on the one dude whose last name is a Wi-Fi password. I'm not even going to attempt to say his last name. And then, like Dante said, Javonte Williams, when he went down, that was a big blow to the already weak Broncos offense. And Russell Wilson also refused to do what Russell Wilson is known for, and using his legs to either extend the play or just do it himself. So you kind of got to hope with Sean Payton, how kind of once Nick Sirianni joined Philly, the injury bug, quote unquote, was pretty much gone. We were relatively healthier than we've usually been in years. So you kind of got to hope that also happens with an entirely new staff. But I do fully expect the defense to once again carry the Denver Broncos.
Well, I hope the Broncos are able to stay healthy, but if you kind of remember, Sean Payton has had a bad string of injuries with his wide receivers. Dante Stallworth, one of them. Yeah, the other one, for whatever reason, I can't remember his name right now, but Ward number 12, he was their best receiver at the time.
Marcus Colston.
Colston.
Yeah,
Colston often injured. He's had
Marcus Colston was a beast,
this
bro.
man Dante beat me to it, bro. I was just about to say Colston, bro.
I don't know why I forgot his name because
Come on, man. He was one of my favorite wide receivers for a while.
He was like I was about to say he was another one of those craftsmen, bro. Every single year, he would just cook.
Yeah, so Payton's had, he's been able to handle the waters with injured receivers, but I don't know. With Denver and their issues, it's pretty much unprecedented. I've never seen that many receivers been down so often for one team. But again, I wish them nothing but health this season upcoming.